Namaste, friends. Today, I want you to watch two videos of Steve Jobs. In the first video, Steve Jobs focuses on the importance of having the right product strategy, right marketing strategy, right positioning strategy, and right competition strategy in a software company who is good at strategy and whose role is to define the right product strategy. Yes, it is the role of a product manager to go outside the company, talk to customers, understand their needs and problems, and also look at who else is in the market trying to solve the same problems for the customers that you are trying to target. Understand your competitors, come up with the right competition strategy, and then get inside the company for execution. In the second video that I want you to watch is where Steve Jobs stresses the importance of execution. He says that it is easy to have ideas, but the conversion of an idea to an actual product requires extremely hard work. It is very strenuous. You need to have a great team and right culture. These team members will work together. Sometimes they will fight with each other. There'll be arguments, there'll be discussions, but the outcome is those great products because of the contribution and collaboration of the team. He stresses on the importance of two things. Execution is more important. Number two, teamwork is super important, and it is the team that converts these ideas to great products. Here are the two videos of Steve Jobs as promised. Video number one on strategy, number two on execution and importance of teamwork for you to watch.
Somebody taught me a long time ago a very valuable lesson, which is if you do the right things on the top line, the bottom line will follow. And what they meant by that was if you get the right strategy, if you have the right people, and if you have the right culture at your company, you'll do the right products, you'll do the right marketing, you'll do the right things logistically and in manufacturing and in distribution. And if you do all those things right, the bottom line will follow. So yes, we have obviously plans about where we'd like to see the bottom line, but we are focusing most of our energy not on financial reengineering, because that's not what's been troubled at Apple. We're focusing our energy on the right product strategies, the right market strategies, the right communication strategies, the right logistics and distribution strategies.
One of the things that really hurt Apple was after I left, John Scully got a very serious disease. And that disease, I've seen other people get it too. It's the disease of thinking that a really great idea is 90% of the work. And that if you just tell all these other people, here's this great idea, then of course they can go off and make it happen. And the problem with that is that there's just a tremendous amount of craftsmanship in between a great idea and a great product. And as you evolve that great idea, it changes and grows. It never comes out like it starts, because you learn a lot more as you get into the subtleties of it. And you also find there's tremendous trade-offs that you have to make. There are just certain things you can't make electrons do. There are certain things you can't make plastic do or glass do. And as you get into, or factories do, or robots do. And as you get into all these things, designing a product is keeping 5,000 things in your brain, these concepts, and fitting them all together in continuing to push to fit them together in new and different ways to get what you want. And every day you discover something new that is a new problem or a new opportunity to fit these things together a little differently. And it's that process that is the magic. And so we had a lot of great ideas when we started, but what I've always felt that a team of people doing something they really believe in is like when I was a young kid, there was a widowed man that lived up the street. And he was in his 80s. He's a little scary looking. And I got to know him a little bit. I think he might have paid me to mow his lawn or something. And one day he said, "Come on into my garage, I want to show you something." And he pulled out this dusty old rock tumbler. And it was a motor and a coffee can and a little band between them. And he said, "Come on with me." We went out to the back and we got some rocks, some regular old ugly rocks. And we put them in the can with a little bit of liquid and a little bit of grit powder. And we closed the can up, and he turned this motor on. He said, "Come back tomorrow." And his can was making a racket as the stones went around. And I came back the next day, and we opened the can, and we took out these amazingly beautiful polished rocks. The same common stones that had gone in through rubbing against each other like this, creating a little bit of friction, creating a little bit of noise, had come out these beautiful polished rocks. And that's always been, in my mind, my metaphor for a team working really hard on something they're passionate about, is that it's through the team, through that group of incredibly talented people, bumping up against each other, having arguments, having fights sometimes, making some noise, and working together, they polish each other. And they polish the ideas, and what comes out are these really beautiful stones.
In these two videos, if you watch and observe closely, Steve Jobs mentions about outside in way of building software products. On the left hand side of this slide, if you look at the outside activities or the strategic activities of product management, is understanding the market, understanding the customer needs and problems. Then you understand what is your competitor doing, and you come up with a plan and a strategy to outwit your competitors. Understand the various regulatory bodies, understand the political situation of the market that you're going to operate. That is what is environmental analysis. How will the macroeconomic factors impact the business, impact the product, and then come up with a plan to capitalize on those opportunities, or to come up with a plan to protect your business and product from the threats that you anticipate based on the environmental analysis. And then you get inside the company. That is where the execution happens. You work with the development, you work with the designers, you work with the marketing, define all the requirements, product vision, roadmap, and then also measure the product performance using product analytics tools. So that is what is the role of product manager. Should be good at both strategy and execution. And this is how you can build the outside in way of doing right product management. Thank you so much, friends. See you soon in next session.